Hey guys, I usually don't get on live a lot. I just decided to actually pop on here today and just kind of talk about a topic that had kind of been on my mind. I see a lot of God's children on here, sharing our experiences and our knowledge and everything and what we've been through. And believe it or not, me speaking has actually been something that has been new to me for about the past year. I would always write. I would never really speak. But the more I spoke, Most High tended to give me the words that would come out. I have a way of expressing myself. But as you all know, I'm not one to judge, but it just seems like everybody is a spiritual guru now. Millionaires are millionaires from whatever they became millionaires on, but they tend to actually try to tell people how to master themselves and how the spiritual world works. When me personally, I think that the two a lot of times aren't mixed. A lot of spiritual people that have gifts, that are born with a purpose, it's not easy for us. I'm one of these people. A lot of people will think that a lot of things come easily to me, and they don't. I've had to go through the fire. I've had to go through hell. There's no judgment or hell to put me in after I actually live my life and do my duties here on earth, so to say. But if I've actually experienced hell here and still do go through the fire, whether it's persecution, whether it's people misjudging me or things like that. And I'm sure a lot of you all experience the same. But my topic today is what do you do to connect to the source? What do you all do to connect to the Most High or the divine creator, so to say? I hear a lot of people on here. The thing now is they use things like mushrooms. They use different types of drugs and things like that to actually, help them connect or go to different realms, so to say. And I always ask people, if you haven't mastered the physical realm and the things that we go through here, if you haven't learned how to discipline yourself, if you haven't actually went through those levels and have went through being born again and dying, or whatever, taking things to connect to the source, or beings on different realms, that can be very dangerous. And it could be very tricky because you don't know where you're connecting to a lot of times. You understand? Being a Reiki master, one of my favorite clients, he was from Belgium. He would come to me and he asked me about DMT. And it's some kind of drug that he would take, helps you, I guess, puts you in like a dream state or whatnot. And I told him, I said, I ain't gonna lie, I smoke a little weed here and there, but for the most part, I don't do anything. Like Andre 3000 said, no drugs or alcohol so I can get the single clear. We as people tend to want to jump from the physical realm and going through what we have to go through here to obtain that wisdom. We tend to want to jump to other levels. And I tell people all the time, living life is just like playing a video game. It's like Super Mario. You know how he will go to different levels? Each level will be, harder and harder. Or on each level, you got different demons. You got different beings and different creatures that will actually test you, that will like really try to knock you off of your path. And that's exactly what it is. And a lot of times, some people dabble in stuff and they never come back. And I'm sure you guys have seen that. The key is here is to, if you're on a spiritual path, you have to go through the fire. You have to go through each of those steps to obtain that knowledge, to connect with the source. You just cannot, again, you cannot go from level 1 and then jump to level 5 and think you're going to totally understand what you are seeing or who you are connecting with. You understand? And, it's not like, I always tell people, I'm one of these people, I don't think that I'm better than anybody or that I know more than anyone else when it comes to the spiritual realm, but I know what I know. I can only give you what I know, and I don't speak on what I haven't been through and what I don't know about. I'm one of these people that just don't do that. And a lot of us are on here putting out our altars. We're showing everything that we do to protect ourselves, and it's more for a show than it is being sanctified and private. And that really kind of bothers my spirit a little bit. You will never see me posting what I do, what my altar looks like. We're just spreading all of this spiritual stuff out here, and a lot of us don't quite understand. Nezzy 1029. I know that's right, baby. You trust me, I've been through a lot of lessons, and I'm currently going through them now. Spiritual people tend to, again, go through the worst because we have a heart that wants to help other people. And a lot of times we know when somebody, is not right, but we hurt ourselves sometimes trying to help them. And that has been my problem for a long time. I'm just now learning in my late 40s that some people, you just got to let them be. You have to continue to be the example from afar. You understand? But, social media has gotten us to the point to where everybody wants to be, a guru on spirituality. Everybody wants to show you their rituals. Everybody wants to tell you to do this or do that. And they have not even mastered themselves. We're constantly fighting things regardless. But, a lot of people, again, they make it look good. You understand? They know how to make everything look well. And we just have to be careful of those things, y'all. I don't even really know how to put it in words sometimes. You understand? I always tell people that another thing about manifesting in the spiritual world, manifesting only material things is an illusion. People always talk about how you can manifest money because they may have gotten money. No, you may have just found a way to break through the matrix. You may have just found a way to get rich. But that doesn't mean that you are an expert in the spiritual realm. You understand? People tend to think that all spiritual people should be rich. And I tell people again, I'm 47 years old. A lot of things that I know I had to sit at the foot of elders to learn. I've been through a lot of schools of thought. I started in, I'm sure you all know, Nuwapu. I studied under Malachi Z. York for years. I was initiated into a form of Buddhism called Dadaio and things like that. I've studied with the Moors here. I've been through a lot of things to obtain that wisdom, to go along with what God has also enriched in my heart. All right, babe, I hear you, Nezzy. And we just have to remember that, again, just because someone is rich, that doesn't mean they're happy. Just because someone has a lot of material things, they can be very barren in the spirit. A lot of people that have money are some of the most miserable, unmoral people that you ever want to meet. And I tell people all the time, I still work for a living. I do my spiritual consultations, and I had a business or whatnot. I still do that on the side, but I still have to work. And you got to remember that before the days of social media came out, people traveled to see spiritual people. They went by word of mouth, and people traveled from afar to go see them. They didn't have social media. So they actually had to know and had to have lived this, for their lives. This was their life. Like I tell people all the time, yeah, I can fit in, but I never fit in. You understand? I'm normal. I like to party. I like to get out and do things, but I never really fit in because I have a purpose and I have certain things that I just won't do, because of, what my path entails. But you guys got to learn that we have to fight through this spiritual stuff. On the physical realm, we got to fight to the next level before we can just start saying, oh, take this, take that. Oh, take these shrooms or smoke this or try this, and you get your ass out there and keep dabbling and you get stuck and your ass might not come back. You understand? And I've seen it happen to people who I've been real close to over the years in different schools of thought. I mean, they just are so gone. And I see a lot of us like that today. They like really space cadets out here. You understand? You know, and it's easy to talk about, oh, getting the stones and what stones do this or what stones do that. It's easy to buy some sage and burn some sage or some frankincense or whatever. But what do you really know? What have you really applied to your life, and what have you been a disciple to, you know, to get in the favor of the Most High or the beings, the gods that He has put in place to actually help you on your path? You understand? You know, look, yo, get it, she laughing. Yeah, I'm just saying. I mean, I try to keep it as real as possible. You know, you guys, I don't talk that much, but people are out here, they just all over the damn place. And I just sit back and I try not to judge, but I'm like Clarence Thomas and this motherfucker sitting here looking at them like, man, y'all on some other shit. You understand? But you guys, please, I always teach you guys, master yourself. It's gonna take a lot of work. When you look in that mirror, yeah, they damaged as hell. When you look in that mirror, you're gonna actually have to look at yourself. And a lot of people don't like to be by themselves. If you can't sit in a room without anybody in there and sit alone with your own thoughts or with your things that you feel, you got a lot of work to do. That's why, you know, people like myself, we're able to be alone. I enjoy my own company. Of course, I like company as well. But a lot of times, even in relationships, I have to get by myself because I have to get those downloads and I have to listen to, you know, what the Most High is going to drop into my space. You understand? But I just wanted to get on here, you guys, you know, to just talk. And this is practice for me. I don't usually go live. You can probably count the number of times that I actually went live. But I'm going to start trying to interact with you guys more. And just try to get a little bit of your feedback and input on these things. It's more intimate when I do it live. Well, and I thank you guys for your support and everything. And hit my bio, and my website is there. I have my t-shirts for sale. I do consultations, so if it's anything you guys want to know I can help you with, you can book a consultation. And my Zoom link will be sent to your email, and we can agree on a time and date, and I'll be happy to speak with you guys, you know, more privately. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate the support so much. But I will be dropping something I call a digital ebook. I actually put together like a small little scroll in a PowerPoint presentation. And it's a pretty good topic for men and women. And I'll have it available on my website pretty soon. I'm just waiting on my copyrights to come back, because there's a whole lot of unauthentic people out here that like to steal your shit. But I appreciate you guys, and I love you guys so much. And I'll be popping back in here soon. All right, y'all have a good one.